Once upon a time, in the land of animal kingdom, the tortoise and the elephant were very good friends. They go to each other's house to help in domestic chores. They also ran errands for each other. In that same land of animal kingdom, there is a king, and the king has a beautiful daughter. She was so beautiful that no one passes her without turning to look at her two times. When it was time for her to get married, suitors from all over the world came, but she rejected them all. The first set of suitors came, she rejected them. The second set of suitors came, she said, nah, nah, nah. The third set of the suitors came, she said, no, 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 no. But it was not like that. The king's daughter did not like those men, those suitors that came. In fact, she did not have a particular man's speak. That is, there is no special physical traits she looks out in a man, or a man that will be her husband. She told her father one day that any man can win her heart if only that man will come with a large big elephant as a marriage introduction gift. Big life elephants? Where will they get it from? How can they get it? The king exclaimed. He was dazed at his daughter's impossible demand from her husband to be. But the king's daughter's mind has been made up. That was all she wanted. No elephant presents, no marriage, she said, and ran into the palace. The king was burdened and bothered so much about her daughter's outrageous demand. It was so difficult thing to say to his people. It was demeaning to say. So he kept it in his heart and continued to seek the best approach to pass the message to the animal kingdom, to his subordinates, without hurting the feeling of others, especially the family of the kangaroos and the elephants. But unfortunately, the news slipped from the palace by the talebearers, the Nza, the little bird, and the tortoise was the first to hear about it. Then the tortoise began to nurse ambition on how to deceive his friend elephant and present him to the king's daughter as a gift, as marriage introduction gift. This will make him qualify to be the king's son-in-law. The tortoise went to meet the elephant, his friend, one day, and told him he was preparing to go pay his family annual homage to the king, that he wanted him as his friend to lead him because of the respect people have on him, the respect they are called him due to his size. Before this request, the elephant has been seeking for an opportunity to appear before the king because he too is in love with the king's daughter. and wanted to make marriage proposal to him. So the elephant, on hearing it, jumped at the tortoise's request with an open mind and joy. On the D-Day, the elephant hurried with all his domestic chores and jogged to his friend's house, the tortoise. But he was shocked. He was yet to prepare. So he hurried the tortoise, helped him to sweep and clean the dishes so they can depart for their journey. The two friends finally set out for the journey to the king's palace. On their way, Tortoise was slower than he used to. The elephant walked and waited for him. He walked and waited for him to catch up his pace. This he did for many times. The elephant hissed. This time, the sluggishness of the tortoise was beginning to grieve the elephant. So, when the tortoise noticed it, he asked his friend, the elephant, to tie rope on his body so he can hold the rope and be dragged along. The elephant obliged and tied the rope around his tusk and handed over the end of the rope to the tortoise. This method worked, but the tortoise complained that his legs were aching from the long movement and could no longer move. The elephant was eager. He was eager the more on how to get to the palace so he can see the beautiful king's daughter and behold her charming face and also ask her hand in marriage. The elephant asked the tortoise how he could help him. Tie this rope around your neck so that I can use it to climb on your back, the tortoise said, pretending as if he was weak. The elephant did exactly as his friend said and journeyed to the king's palace while the tortoise sat majestically on the elephant's back and holding the rope on his hands. When they were approaching the path to the king's palace, the tortoise began to sing a praise song, hailing elephants in the song, calling him Odogwuoke, Odogwuoke, chairman of all chairmen, Dike of all Dike. The elephant was swayed by this praise song that he didn't pay much attention to other things the tortoise added in the song. But the moment they approached the king's gates, the tortoise switched his song. My father king, behold the present ngongongo. My father king, behold the elephant ngongongo. I brought the elephant ngongongo. Tortoise, my friend, you said what? Queried the elephant. But the tortoise changed back his song to the previous praise song for the elephant and told the elephant he was praising him, but it was sounding in his ears differently. That what he was saying was a praise to him. The elephant said, okay, if he said that, no problem. Let's move on. They moved on. Hmm. Hmm. But approaching to the king's throne, the tortoise began the song again. My father king, behold the elephant. Ngong. Daughter king, I came with elephant. Ngong. I have come with elephant. Ngong. My father king, I brought elephant. Ngong. Can you take elephant? Take your own elephant. Ngong. Elephant. Ngong. Ah, there was a turmoil in the kingdom. Everybody was happy, jumping. People was clapping. People were amazed at how the small elephant could hunt down, how the small tortoise could hunt down the mighty elephant and brought it with a rope to the palace. So men came out from the palace and were shaking the tortoise. They were hailing him, Dike, 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 truly Dike. You are the Odiegu, you are the Odogu, truly Odogu. The king who has been waiting for the tortoise arrival because ab initio he sent Aaron before them to go tell the king that he was coming with the elephant as the marriage introduction gift. The king has been waiting with his cabinet and the family members, and they all came out to welcome the tortoise. The tortoise jumped down from the back of the elephant and handed the rope to the king. Immediately, the elephant opened his mouth to defend himself, to tell the king how it began. From nowhere, two hefty men gave the elephant slaps on his two cheeks, and his eyes, he began to see stars all over the sky. The elephant was shut down and he shut up his mouth and looked on as if he was not with his senses. So the king ordered his palace guards to take the elephant and go to the tree at the back of the palace and tie it there. Then the marriage ceremony began between the king's daughter and the tortoise. This is the end of our story. What are the lessons to be drawn from these stories? From this story, number one, we should be careful of the kind of company we keep. Another lesson we are drawing from this story is do not go to strange places because your friend invites you to go. Many people have joined their friends, the ones they met on social media or anywhere, to go see another friends, and they came back in curse. Another thing we saw here is deception, betrayal of trust. Elephant trusted the tortoise, but what did he do at last? He betrayed him. May we not trust a friend who will betray us. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to like it, share it, and subscribe. Thank you.